Witch's Hill.
I am totally your friend, said human.
Said human. What are you, fucking like one of those scripted things? Like, oh, here, write a script or a movie script? Are you a bot?
Am I a bot?
Enter the CAPTCHA.
You're gonna have to put one of those tests in front of me, see if I can point out the pictures of all the cars.
Point out the photo of all the dicks.
There are entirely dicks in everything.
Yeah, it's still you. You would notice them, wouldn't you?
Why would you put a bunch of dicks all over all of them?
I don't know. I had a lot of time and a lot of glue.
A lot of time and a lot of glue led to a lot of penis.
Yeah. Don't look at my Google history.
Oh dear, no.
Oh dear, he broke the computer again.
Alright, well, on that note, welcome back to Witch's Hill.
I'm Pat.
And I'm Tim.
And today we're going to be talking about some crazy, creepy spiders and shit.
Yes, this is going to be a creepy episode.
Yes. But before we get into that, if you have any inquiries, you can send that shit on to witcheshillradio@gmail.com.
And why not join us on an episode at facebook.com/Witches Hill Radio, where we occasionally go live.
Yeah.
What was that surprise for?
You know what? If you want to find out, you can join us on a live recording.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Pass it over here.
No! This is mine.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get your finger out of it.
Well, let's get on to the creepy subject at hand.
Yeah, not us.
Spiders!
Yeah, spiders. We're going to go ahead and kick this off with one of the ones that we have to deal with. And this is the brown recluse.
I think I was right next to one at one point at that park over by us, Leroy Oaks.
Yeah.
Down by the ravine. We were sitting, I think you were there too. We were sitting on that slab that was hanging off of the creek.
The slab or the tree?
It was, I think it was on the slab.
Oh. I mean, it's been years since I've been there, so I mean...
Yeah, that was years ago. That always just kind of creeped me out. It really looked like it.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Those are, around here.
So why don't we tell everyone what they are?
Well, they are 2 centimeters in size, brown to almost black type body, and they are hairy.
They also have this, like, violin shape on their back.
I am not entirely sure about the markings because they're not always the same with everything. They just have markings.
Yeah.
So, their bite can be fatal.
That is great.
Yeah, that's great to know, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't you wish you could have gone back and hugged it?
Fucking little bastard.
Right? Who, me or the spider?
At this point, both.
Most times the bite is actually not felt. It's the silent killer.
Oh, that makes it even more dangerous.
Their bites can lead to necrosis, as well as organ failure and, of course, death.
Do you know how much time?
It did not give me a time frame.
Either way, you're going to want to get that taken care of, because the necrosis part is quite horrifying.
Yeah, that's some rotting flesh.
Like, quite literally. You look up pictures for yourself if you feel like scarring yourself.
Yeah, and then put it on your Tinder profile.
Because that'll go over well.
It might.
Yeah, you might.
Like, I'm really into this necrosis stuff.
I mean, at that point, red flag, man. That first one's flying right there.
It's an extra hole.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Right? I'm just saying, there's people out there that are like that. But, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Weird spider episode, right?
Yeah, right?
You can find them hiding under bits of wood, and they do like dark, moist places. So, Tim, they do like your butt. They are not aggressive unless provoked. They are found in the U.S., like here in Illinois.
Jesus, dude, you're just sitting there giggling.
Oh, I amuse myself.
I'm sure you do.
Should I move on to number 2?
Yes.
Okay, number 2. Number 2, Tim.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Gotta get that spider out of there.
1, 2, 3. Number 2. The redback spider. It is native to Australia, but has since spread to New Zealand, Belgium, and Japan. The species can be found in urban areas, found many times within one's home. It gets its name for the fact that it has an hourglass shape that is usually red on its back rather than its underside. It is more noticeable on the female rather than the male.
It's very, very similar to the Black Widow.
Yes.
But there is, slight variations.
Yeah. We'll be touching upon the Black Widow here in a minute with gloves.
I hope so.
It is not aggressive and noted to play dead when harassed or threatened. Though if it is guarding its eggs, it will most likely bite the crap out of you. They also like to hide in your shoes, so, check your shoes before you put them on.
That's always been something that's just kind of creeped me out. Right?
Like, I just don't want to have my foot trapped in there with something just constantly biting at my toes.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, necrosis is going to happen, and, like, I'm not going to have toes. I don't know why I keep my shoes on for that long. But, hey, you never know. I might be hiking forever. I don't know. Life is weird, man.
Life is weird.
Both the female and the males are venomous. 10 to 20% of the victims are venomed. So not every bite has venom in it.
So a lot of the times it's just like, hey, fuck you, get out of here.
Yeah, it's spider roulette.
Okay, yeah. So you never know. I suspect that if it really feels threatened, that's when it's going to inject the venom. But maybe it just bites to warn off.
Well, the venom itself is a mix of neurotoxins called alpha-latrotoxins, which causes pain, sweating, swollen lymph nodes, and accelerated heartbeat.
Ooh.
Yeah, it does not sound like a very fun Sunday.
No, it sounds like that's going to be a very panic-stricken Sunday.
Oh, yeah. The symptoms depend on the severity of the bite, actually. Around 250 red-backed spider bites are treated for in Australia each year.
Again, I just want to say, not surprised that that's Australia.
Australia's got some fucking crazy shit, man.
Most poisonous everything.
I mean, if you're in Australia, you're pretty badass.
You are a fucking badass to live there.
Yeah. I mean, we've never been there, but I want to go there.
You do? I thought you didn't.
No, I do want to go there. I just don't want to die. And I don't like spiders.
Yeah. It's on the list, though.
Yeah, it is there. The last human death attributed to the redback was actually in 1956.
Oh, okay. So it hasn't killed anyone for quite a few decades.
It's laid dormant.
I mean, the advancements of the antivenoms and stuff like that, I imagine it's got to be more. If they find these spiders, they're going to have that antivenom on site all the time.
Well, yeah, the more common they are, the more they're going to be looking into certain spider bites and stuff. I mean, the research is ever going.
Oh, yeah.
I think, before we get on to number 3, we didn't have a slight dispute right here because we cannot find a solid fact on how many species of spiders there are. I came across the number 35,000 named species of spider. Whereas
I found it's something said over 40,000, I think
45,000, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like a 10,000 difference. But regardless, that's a lot of fucking spiders, and there's more and more being discovered.
Every fucking year.
And that's terrifying.
But what's at least, a light in this terrible spider-ridden tunnel and night, only of all those, potentially 35,000+ species of spiders, there's only less than 0.1% are actually really dangerous to humans.
Yes.
I think someone said somewhere around 30.
Yeah. And we already covered one or two of them. Yeah, the brown recluse was the heavy hitter right there.
Yeah.
Starting off strong.
So, there's at least, you can take some solace in the fact that, yes, there's a lot of spiders in this world. Most of them just want to go about their fucking business.
However, evolution may have taken a toll, and we will get to that at the end of the episode, so if you make it to the very end, we do have a rather chilling thing to talk about.
Legend, I guess I would call it.
Yes, but more on that later. Number 3, the Brazilian wandering spider.
Oof, now this one's actually said to be one of the most dangerous to humans.
The most dangerous.
Yeah.
Yes. It's also known as the banana spider, due to them being found on banana leaves.
I mean, that's kind of a lazy way to classify it, but sure.
Hey, it's easy.
Yeah.
Banana spider, orange spider, dead spider. I don't know. Dead spider is the best, if you ask me. They are aggressive, and when threatened, they throw their front legs into the air like, "Hey, get out of here! What are you doing?"
Threatening them with the front legs, and don't they like show their fangs and shit like that?
Yeah, they pretty much flip you off. Like, you want some? You want some?
And they're talking shit.
Yeah.
Fucking bastards.
They're aggressive, man. They are known to be the deadliest spider in all of the world, so yes, it is dangerous to humans. Their venom is toxic to the nervous system, and salivation, irregular heartbeats, very painful erections will happen.
Yep.
So that does not sound fun.
It'll make you hard, though.
There is a very, very silver lining to this.
Yeah.
Is that apparently they might hold the key to erectile dysfunction, and scientists are apparently looking into it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so that's an interesting thing to come of that. You know, at the very least, like, oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, right? In 2013, a family living in London, England, had to have their house fumigated when it became infested with baby Brazilian wandering spiders, apparently due to an egg sac being in a banana bag and it bursted in their home. Always check and wash your shit. Oh my god, that is so fucking...
I mean, maybe they didn't even notice it. They might have just gotten it home, put the bag down, and it...
No, I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to people who are...
At the grocery store.
Yes. I mean, it obviously got by them one way or another, but that's unfortunate.
Yeah, because that's honest. Oh, so fucking terrifying.
Yes, and now on to another Marvel character, Black Widow. What an interlude, right, for number 4? Yeah. Well, this one is responsible for roughly 2,500 poison control center visits per year. Yes, the Black Widow is found in the US, Canada, Latin America, and the West Indies. Females are shiny black with a red or yellow hourglass design on its underside. The body is roughly an inch long. The male is a fourth of the size of the females and is rarely seen after the spider's mate because the female kills and eats the male, giving the species its name. The bite feels like a pinprick, and it will give the victim severe muscle pain, cramps, nausea, mild paralysis of the diaphragm, and all that said, will make it very fucking hard to breathe. Yeah. So, deadly? Well, mainly to small children and the elderly, though apparently no deaths have occurred from a Black Widow and from the Black Widow spiders in the U.S.
I mean, that's good. I do have a story about this one.
Yes, let's hear about this one.
Oh, it's so creepy. So, I guess when my sister was like really little, I think she was like a baby, maybe 2, my mom said she found her poking at something under the door. And I was like, what are you doing? And she just kept like pointing and just poking. So she like pulled her away and looks under the door, and lo and behold, there's a fucking Black Widow just chilling right there. Yeah, my mom freaked the fuck out and killed the shit out of it.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, I mean, it came close to killing your sister.
Yeah. Thank fucking God.
Yeah, oh man, what a way to go from a spider bite, you know?
Yeah. Fuck those things.
Which reminds me, if you haven't seen Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, you should probably go see that.
Speaking of spiders.
Yeah. It just, I don't know. Say what you will about the movie. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a fun ride.
It was a fun ride.
But number 5, the funnel web spider.
Yee.
Yes, named from their funnel webbed shapes. They open at the mouth at the beginning of this tube and just kind of like funnel into it, so funnel web. Go figure. The spider waits inside for their prey to touch the opening of the tube, and when it does, it rushes out and grabs them. There are the Evagris, Brachythele, and Microhexera. I might be saying those names wrong, but those are the 3 most common species of the funnel web spider in North America.
Okay.
The Trachona is in South America, and the Atrax genus, which is the poisonous one, is in Australia.
Which, of course, found there.
Yeah, I wonder why Australia has a bunch of poisonous animals that are, you know...
Dude, I don't fucking know. It sucks.
It's weird. It's weird. It's unique. I think it's kind of cool, though. I think it's kind of cool that there's one place that's just like...
Everything will kill you?
It's interesting. It's interesting regardless whether it's, like, deadly. I mean, the more deadly it is, it's almost like it's more engaging in a way, at least to me. But I like macabre weird shit.
That's true.
They are feared in southern and eastern Australia for their painful and dangerous bites. Since the 1920s, multiple human deaths have been reported due to the funnel web spider. An anti-venom was created in the 80s, but you can still die from the bite within 15 minutes.
Oh, God. That's a quick one.
Yeah. So you better be within driving distance of a hospital, or have it in your pocket. I don't know why. Unless you have the spider or something, A lot of people collect spiders, no matter how dangerous they are.
Yeah, true.
Number 6, the brown widow.
Now this one actually surprised me because I didn't realize there was multiple different widows.
Yeah, I didn't realize how many widow spiders and breeds and subspecies there are. This is thought to have originated and evolved in Africa. The first species that was found, though, was actually from South America.
Okay.
I'm not sure how that really correlates with everything, but it's classified as an invasive species. Can be found in Southern California, the Caribbean, U.S. of the Gulf Coast, Japan, South Africa, Madagascar, Australia, and Cyprus.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Its home can be made in buildings, shoes, old tires, and cars, and can be found in bushes and other vegetation. So literally this thing can just run around. Yeah, it's playing hide and seek. It has a brownish color ranging from tan to near black. On the under part of it, it could have other markings in brown, black, white, or possibly even orange. But the hourglass figure on this one is specifically orange. The brown widow bite is to be avoided as considered to be twice the power of a black widow's venom.
Ooh.
Yeah. These spiders are attributed to 2 deaths in Madagascar in the 1990s, though it is noted that they were not the healthiest people and they were not given the antivenom.
Okay, so you need you get bitten by one of these guys, you need the antivenom, clearly.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there's really no way of getting around that with a lot of these. You're gonna need to. Otherwise, you're gonna suffer horrible pains and scarring and possibly loss of limbs. Like if necrosis happened on your finger, you're gonna eventually lose a lot of meat on you, and you're just gonna have a bone. I don't know why you'd ever let it get to that point, but
you'd be skeleton man.
Skeletor. Number 7, the red widow spider. Another widow.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of widows out there. It has a reddish to a black colored body. There might not be an hourglass shape. There might actually be a triangle or possibly even nothing at all. The top of the body is spotted with either red or orange, and there's an outline of either yellow or white. The female has a leg span of about 1.5 inches, whereas the male is about a third of that. It can be found in southern Florida. Not exactly considered to be aggressive unless it's protecting their eggs or trapped or really provoked. The bite is that of a black widow's. You get pains, cramps, sickness, soreness, and so on. The bite will only give you a small amount of venom, making a death very unlikely. That's
at least a little bit of relief.
Well, that is unless you're, a young child or very unhealthy or old.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be pretty elderly and unhealthy or just developing your immune system, I guess. But here's one that it's just, this one looks fucking terrifying, and I would want to shoot it with a shotgun.
Okay.
Yeah, full slug.
What is it?
The mouse spider.
Oh yeah, this thing is ugly.
Yeah, fuck this thing. Named due to the fact that researchers originally thought that it dug burrows. Found in Australia and South America. It can be confused with the funnel web spiders as they do look similar. If you are bitten, you are urged to seek medical attention immediately. Their venom is similar to a funnel web spider's, but it can also be cured using the funnel web spider antivenom. Yeah, they are aggressive, so tread lightly. They can also give what is known as a dry bite, where they don't use the venom, and they basically just fucking stab you with their teeth. Yeah. And those are some large fangs.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, so, avoid it, or bring a gun, or a flamethrower, or both.
Yeah, both, preferably.
I hate these things.
Yeah.
I hate these things.
This is definitely a creepy episode.
I'm just glad we don't live by a majority of these. For the most part.
most part.
I do have one of the most poisonous ones that can kill me right outside my window, but I think me and them have an understanding.
They don't fuck with you.
They don't come in, and I don't kill them. I think we're cool.
Okay.
I think we're cool. Unless they're slowly, like, biting me and making me impervious. Maybe I'll be like Spiderman, but, like, not the cool Spider-Man. Like, I'm just gonna morph, like, how fucking Jeff Goldblum did in The Fly.
Just turn into a spider.
Kill me! You know? Oh, that's my future. It's so bright, isn't it?
Oh, it's super bright.
Well, speaking of bright things, let's go to the Chilean recluse spider.
This one like the brown recluse?
Similar.
Oh, okay.
Came from South America and made its way to Europe, North America, and Australia. It is the deadliest of all the recluse spiders. So, in a way, you know, it's
I would say, yeah. Question of that anymore.
It hides in wood piles and remains unseen. Get the whole recluse thing.
Okay.
You know? They all like to hide. They're little bastards. The bite feels like someone burning you with a hot poker or possibly dying a cigarette out on you.
Ah.
Yeah. 1 in 10 people die from these bites.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, 10%. Yay. 10%. If you are bitten, you will suffer from severe pain and it will take months to fully recover. But if you are truly unlucky and somehow still live, you could be dealing with necrosis.
At the site of the bite?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, if you survive all that, you could still be dealing with, like, losing a lot of your body.
Jesus.
Maybe not a lot, but it all depends on the bite. It all depends on the bite.
And how soon you treat it.
Immediately. I'm going to say that immediately for all of these.
Well, yeah. But, you know,
it didn't give me a time frame.
Some people don't like to treat it right away.
There was just that one for, like, the 15-minute thing. So I'm just going to go off a 15-minute rule and just hurry your ass up and get there.
Yeah.
You know, be safe. Number 10, the six-eyed sand spider.
Now this one I have seen videos of online where someone dubbed over its voice.
Scratch it.
I see. No, I don't see it here.
It is pretty funny.
It is pretty entertaining. Funny. Creepy, but entertaining.
Oh, yeah, definitely. These things can get up to like 5 centimeters. They live in sandy locations like the deserts of Africa. It can go a long time without food or water, and some actually think, or rather speculate, that they can go as long as a year without anything. Yeah.
It's a long fucking time to just chill.
Yeah, they say that these are similar to camel spiders in the fact that they can last so long without, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. It likes to bury itself in sand and hides and strike its prey. Its bite is a hemolytic necrotoxin, which means that your blood will thin and it will destroy the tissue of the infected area. It will cause blood vessels to rupture.
Oh.
Yeah. There is no antivenom.
Oh!
However, there's a saving grace here, as they thankfully are not aggressive and are extremely shy. So, as far as now, there has never been a recorded death attributed to the six-eyed sand spider.
But it is quite dangerous to us.
Oh, yeah.
Why do people have that as pets, then? I've seen that one in tanks.
People like to live dangerously.
I guess.
I mean, I'd own a tiger. Why are you staring at me? No? Okay.
Sure you do.
What? I'd own one. Like, fuck you. Fuck you, guy. Alright, 11. The false black widow.
False black widow?
Yes.
They couldn't give it a different name? You're the phony one!
Maybe they were just like, oh, it's a black widow. And some guy's like, false. No. No, that's not that. No. Oh, it's a false black widow.
Okay.
Yeah, females are larger than the males. Females are roughly 15 millimeters, and the males are about 10 millimeters.
Okay.
They have very bulbous bodies. The male is more elongated, whereas the female is more rounded. They have a brownish, kind of red-colored body. They have teeth on their chelicerae. I think I'm saying that right. It's the mouth parts found in arachnids. Native to southern Europe and spread as far east as Georgia. They are not aggressive, as they only attack in self-defense. So don't go, prodding.
Never go fucking prodding.
Yeah, don't, kick it. Let it run up your leg. And bite your jibbly parts. And these parts are cursed. Sorry.
Jesus.
The spider people will get you. Due to rising global temperatures, they are being seen more often in the UK. The bite is not typically felt. After a while, it will feel like there's a burning pain, and the pain will begin to radiate and kind of pulsate. They will treat you with the redback spider antivenom. So it seems like a lot of these antivenoms are just like...
Interchangeable?
Yeah. But overall, the bite is not considered truly dangerous to us, as it's considered to be a lesser form of the black widow.
Okay.
Yeah.
A watered down version.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the great value. The great value of black widows. It's like if you went out and got like I can't believe it's not butter, and then you got out and it just said not butter. That's what this is. It's the false black widow.
Okay. Nice analogy there.
Yeah, it's a horrible one. But speaking of horrible things, 12 is what the fuck? Flying spiders.
Oh.
I read about this not too long ago, and I thought it was kind of crazy, and then I looked a little bit more into it, and now I just feel very introverted because I don't want to go outside. I don't want to live life anymore. I don't like this. But a study by the University of Bristol proves spiders can sense the Earth's electronic field and use it to fly.
What?
Yes. They shoot their web into the air and can get up to 3 miles above the ground and an astonishing 1,000 miles out to sea.
What?
Charles Darwin reported about this in 1832 when he was out at sea, and he kept finding spider webs and tiny spiders all over the ship. He claims that he caught one at least 60 miles out from where it originally should have been. Yeah. So this isn't new. And the act the spiders are doing has been given the name ballooning.
Ugh.
I think that's an adorable name for something so terrifying. Oh, look, the little death machine's ballooning.
I mean, it sounds like that, or he's like a rebellious teenager trying to, get back at the man.
Fuck you, Mom! There have been many experiments surrounding this, and more evidence is leaning towards the undeniable proof that Darwin was correct when he first reported on this. And yeah, they just need to name one Mary Poppins, I think. Yeah, the Mary Poppins spider, and it's like the deadliest flying spider. Or maybe like when it bites you, you just trip balls.
That would be interesting.
Well, I mean, that
would be unfortunate, because just by a spider bite could fuck your entire day.
Well, I mean, you could touch a frog and trip balls for like a day and a half, but then you die. So don't lick it. So who knows what's out there,
Yeah.
And we have not forgotten about the little surprise at the end.
Almost getting there.
We're getting there, guys. We're so close.
What's next?
The yellow sac spider.
The yellow sac spider.
Yes. And this one is number 13. Lucky number 13, right? Not really, but this is the most common bite around the world. It has an intense yellow color. It's not really aggressive unless provoked. The bite causes fever, nausea, and it has even induced a coma before. It can also cause necrotic lesions.
Oh,
yes.
Joy.
Yeah, a lot of these things just destroy the skin. The size can be anywhere between 3 to 15 millimeters in size. They hide under stones and in leaves and in grass, so watch out when you're out mowing your lawn. They are found in the United States, Mexico, and as you get more south into South America, they become even more venomous to humans and can be found inside your home as well as outside. Yes.
So they're everywhere.
Huh?
So they're everywhere.
Yes. Yes, they are definitely everywhere. And the venom is a cytotoxin. It destroys cells and or impairs its function. They can get aggressive, especially when protecting their eggs. So, just, again, if you see that it has eggs, don't fuck with it, and, you should be okay. So yeah, don't go, prodding for their eggs or anything. Just leave them alone. Although this one won't kill you, it'll just make you feel like crap.
Yeah.
So, don't do that.
Because no one wants to feel like crap.
No, it's a beautiful sunny day. No one needs you throwing up on poor little Betty.
Betty knows what she did.
What did she do? Why would you throw up on somebody in retaliation?
Yeah, that would be an extreme
Yeah.
come back. I bet someone's done it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. There's a lot of weird people out there.
Now let's go to number 14.
Which is the wolf spider.
Oh, I have so many stories about these guys.
Before I get into the details about this, do you want to tell that story?
I actually have two.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, the first one was when we were kids. My parents used to put cardboard down under their cars in case, like, oil leak didn't stain the cement in there. And they were gone, and me and my sister went in there to get something, and we were just walking across one of those things of cardboard, and which is, it was folded a little bit, so it was off the ground. As soon as I stepped on, this giant spider runs out. This motherfucker was like, at least like 2 inches across.
The way you're holding your hand is like 3-ish.
It was big. That's what I remember. And its back was just non-stop moving.
Oh, God.
It had a shit ton of fucking babies all over it.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure we got my mom to kill it.
I would have wanted to burn that thing.
Well, there's another story. It's even more terrifying story.
The sink?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like this one.
Right behind our backyard at my parents' house, there used to be like a youth correctional home, and it was dormant for like a decade or more. So they tore it all down. Well, when they did, since it was sitting there for a long time, my mom started telling us stories about all these huge bugs they got. And one of which, she walks into the kitchen, and inside the sink is, think like, a wolf spider, the same thing. She said it was like this guy was like 3 inches at least, and just chilling in the middle of the sink. And she was terrified, didn't know what to do since it was in the sink. So she ended up boiling a pot of water and just dumped it on it. And she said the thing ran around screaming. And oh, God, it's giving me chills thinking about it. I know a lot of people are going to be offended because they like spiders, but you know what? I don't. So, fuck you. You can have your opinion. I have mine. Fuck that. Oh, God, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have thought of boiling it alive, but,
Yeah, I would have.
I might have just burned down the house.
I don't think that's better.
I don't think it's better, but I'd be sure that I was dead.
What would you do if like it happened and just like more came out, like you just unearthed it all?
Oh God, that's.
Well, anyway, without any further ado, these wolf spiders can be found the world over. They chase and pounce on their prey much like wolves do, hence the name. 125 species live in the U.S. and another 50 reside in Europe. The largest one has a body size of around 1 inch and a leg span about the same. They have a dark brown body with hair all over and stout long legs. They are very fast runners.
Yeah, they are.
They like to hide under leaves and can be found under rocks as well as in your home, both inside and out. Their nests look like funnels and are often in corners, either open or they could have something to disguise the opening. Only a few wolf spiders actually spin webs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The female drags what looks like a gray ball behind her when her spiders are in their egg form. And once they've hatched, they end up crawling up onto her back for a number of days. They are not aggressive, supposedly, but if provoked, they will definitely bite your ass. The bite can make you nauseous, give you a higher heart rate, as well as make you become dizzy. The bite itself is similar to a bee sting, and it will definitely be itchy. But you should be fine, as their venom is not considered to be dangerous to us humans.
Thankfully.
Yes, to us humans.
To humans.
Ha ha ha.
All right, what's next now?
Number 15 is the Indian ornamental tarantula.
Oh, this guy looks interesting, but still insanely creepy.
Yes, it is 7 to 8 inches in size.
Yeah.
Only found in India, so you don't really have to worry unless you get one imported, if your friend has one, or if you go to India. You might want to watch out if you do go to India, because they hunt in trees.
Yeah.
Yes. So definitely keep an eye out for those things when they drop down and bite your ass.
They like to jump around. I was watching a video of that, and that was creepy enough.
And unfortunately, these have the most potent of all tarantula venom.
Oh.
Yeah. But they are still kept as pets. I can't say anything because I like snakes and stuff, and I don't care if they're really poisonous. I think they're cool. So
I mean, I wouldn't want. Yeah, well, that's another topic for another time.
Bites cause chest pains, muscle spasms, and you'll have flu-like symptoms for days upon weeks as the venom slowly leaves your system. Yeah, so that's just a bunch of suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it may not kill you, but I guess that, like, imagine if multiple, like, you just walked into a den and they're all like, get out, and they just bit you a bunch.
Yeah, then you're fucked.
Yeah, I can't see you walking away from that.
Nope.
Nope.
So now on to your last one.
The last one, number 16, the hobo spider.
Whoo.
Yeah, this one's kind of shrouded in mystery for the most part. Little is known about this little ugly fella. Unsure if they're unsure and kind of in a dispute if it's actually a harm to humans.
Because don't they say certain recluse bites are mistaken?
Yeah.
And they're actually hobo spider bites?
Yeah, that was something that they argued, but they don't have any substantial proof. But there's a lot of similarities between the two guys. So, yeah, I mean, if recluses are deadly, then, and this is kind of, following that suit, you should probably stay away.
Yeah, clearly.
Its bite can cause necrosis, and that, that's where your skin begins to break down and rot, and it can also give you a headache, vision problems, and make you excessively tired. They aren't aggressive unless you invade their territory or if they are protecting their eggs.
Which seems to be the common thing about it.
Yeah, the common factor. They're just trying to protect their kin and stuff, so don't go prodding. But the only way you're going to be able to figure out this next one is if you do go prodding. But not many of you are probably going to want to fucking hear this. And if you got arachnophobia, I am sorry. But you are about to have your world rocked.
Because we're going to now be leaving the area of, I guess you could say, confirmed reality, and we're going to be entering into the world of cryptozoology. Because today, right now at least, I'm going to be telling you about the Chabafufi.
Chabafufi.
This is a really interesting thing. I got really fascinated when I started researching this. So I'm just going to tell you guys some base facts about this and some of the claims about it. If you want to do some research, just do a simple Google search. You'll find some fascinating articles there. So, what is the Chabafufi? Well, it is a spider that's said to originate from the Congo. Most of the accounts of this spider come from the natives in the area, who describe it as a very tarantula-like, dark brown in color, with a body roughly as big as a basketball, a leg span that's up to 6 feet, prominent, potentially up to 2 foot long fangs, and when standing full form, are as tall as a human. This is straight up eight-legged freaks, is what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Now, these natives have recounted stories of this spider coming into their villages, killing and taking away small animals and even children. One villager recalled one coming in and grabbing a small dog, injecting it with its venom, and scurrying back into the forest with its meal in just a matter of a few seconds.
I think it was at this point that, after you told me that, it got me thinking about all the people who would go caving and just go disappearing in the woods. And I think I mentioned that maybe it would hide in the ground like the recluse spiders, jump out, grab something, and then pull it into its little nest.
Yep.
Fuck, man. I don't like hearing that.
Yeah, no, it's quite terrifying.
It's a straight up monster.
And those are at least the reports from the natives. Now, however, there are many reports of this thing. Among the other reports of the sightings was in the earliest one, known one at least, is in 1890 by English missionary Arthur Symes. He was en route to a village on the shore of a lake in Uganda when several of his porters became trapped in a giant web that hung from tree to tree. While attempting to cut them free, with great difficulty, it was stated, the men were attacked by 2 spiders with a 4-foot leg span. Symes was able to fight them off with a pistol, But within minutes of being rescued, the men became feverish, the bites became swollen, and then they died shortly thereafter.
Oh my god, dude.
Like, fucked.
It sounds like it's a mix of like the spiders from Harry Potter.
Yes, I was definitely thinking that as I'm doing all this research. Like, fuck. Now, okay, one of the most documented sightings came from Reginald R.K. Lloyd.
Pinky out.
And his wife. It was in 1938. They were driving down the road when they saw, which I think was in like Uganda, Congo area. They were very well versed in the animals of the area.
Okay.
So I imagine they were some kind of like zoologists or something, big on safaris.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were driving down the road when they saw what they thought was a monkey cross into the road. As they drew closer, however, they discovered that it was instead a spider with a leg span of about 5 feet. And it just scurried back across the road. Now, this last thing that I'm going to say is going to make you very uncomfortable.
I'm already uncomfortable.
Sightings of these spiders have also been reported actually all over the world, with locations ranging from the UK to Australia and even in the United States, Canada, and Mexico.
I want to know exactly where, and I want to know how to kill these things.
Well, I mean, the natives from the Congo that talked about these said that anytime a nest was built near their village, they would in fact kill them. Otherwise, they left them alone. They did, however, say that due to advancements in technology and mankind encroaching on the wilderness, that the spiders have become less and less prominent over time. Again, this is straight up in the avenue of cryptozoology, so this is nothing based entirely in fact. What do you guys think? I think it's fascinating to think that there may be a giant fucking spider.
I mean, I can believe it. I mean, there's been like larger things found throughout time. I mean, larger people, larger skeletons, larger animals than we have previously thought. I mean, things have gone extinct because of like us hunting, driving them to extinction, and just there's the natural way that life goes, that certain things just eventually die out. So to me, it doesn't seem too far-fetched, but there's not enough proof to me to substantiate, like, let's say, a full investigation and go out there. Not that I would want to, but...
At all?
Yeah, fuck that. I don't need something, like, biting me and wrapping me up and feasting on me and feeding its babies. I'm not about that life,
And you know what? I will say the article that I was looking through does have one more fact.
What?
That the only fossil evidence of such like enormous arachnids is of a giant sea scorpion that lived 390 million years ago, and it measured 8 feet in height.
Oh.
There's an actual name for it, but I am not going to try to read that.
Yeah, some of these scientific names are hard to pronounce.
But, again, I'll say it again. What do you guys think? I mean, plausible? Yes. Hopefully not, though.
I think we need Godzilla because I have a feeling we're about to get another monster.
Yeah.
We need it to come in and just take care of this spider problem.
Clearly. So that was our episode on dangerous spiders.
Yeah, dangerous, creepy arachnids.
That was this entire episode I felt like I've had spiders crawling around me.
Yeah, I know. I can't sit still.
And I know it's just my leg hair, and I'm just like, oh god.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah. I keep getting goosebumps and shit. And I'm just.
It's funny how your mind plays tricks on you like that.
All right.
Well, as always, you can like, subscribe, follow, click that bell, stay notified.
Yes, and until next time, we will see you Wednesdays at 6 o'clock.
Alright, now I'm going to go fumigate everything.
Yeah, these things need to go away. I'm going to go ride the giant spider.
You can have fun with that.
It's going to be my friend.
Witch's Hill.